In the midnight hour. Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, that's not the Billy Idol version of Rebel Yell. I actually listened to that the other day and I thought, nah, that's not the right one. That must be like an album version or something like that. I don't remember it being that shit. But luckily, there is a version by Scooter, you know, Ramp, the logical song then. Come on, Chet, don't let me down, man. So, late night gaming. Finished watching The Strain. I didn't like the last 3 episodes of season 4. I'd forgotten that I don't like the last 3 episodes. And hey, what are you doing, buddy? Where are you? I can't see him. I can hear him. What are you playing with? Oh. Right. Okay then. So, turns out Black Hornet by High Tech, very difficult to find a version that A, works on the SD-TIEC. Obviously, couldn't give a shit about emulation. It doesn't count as a successful crack if you ask me. And B, has some fucking trainer options. You know me, mate. I'm too old to be fucking spending weeks trying to, you know, get to the last level of something like Black Hornet. Yeah, that's the one. I did eventually find one. It says something about hyper short, blah blah blah. I couldn't tell you, mate, but it's the only one that has trainer options and works on the SD-TIEC, and there's about 25 cracks. Anyway, turns out Phil, right mate, Phil is a Capri man. He said to me he's had 5 or 6 Capris. I was trying to work out how many BMW 325i's I've had. Let's see, I had one in 1990. I had one in 1994. Another one in 1996. Another one in 2002. Another one in 2004. That loaded damn fast, actually. So I guess for me, the 1980s, you know, round headlighted 325i's, they're the best for me. Now, obviously, as can understand, people like different cars. That just happens to be my favourite car. I'm an engineer. That's the car I like. Even to this day. Now, I tried to get one in 2011, but I was working for this company and things went a bit disastrous, so I just about managed to stay there long enough without them going bankrupt to pay off my massive fucking loan. And then I was going to buy one when I sold my house. I found a really nice one. Bitch didn't pay the fucking deposit. And you know what? The one I was gonna get was low mileage, mint condition. It was about £5,000, maybe 5.5. And once that one had sold, because she didn't pay the deposit on time, and she had the cheek to ring me up on the Friday at like 4:30 to say, I'm not gonna be paying it, I need to come and see the house again. I was like, you fucking bitch. You've been stringing me along for fucking 8 months. So I went fucking apeshit. So she come round, had a look at the house again, and on the Monday, I rang up the estate agents first thing in the morning. I said, yeah, what you guys been doing? You're supposed to be chasing her. It's been 8 months. Prices have skyrocketed. The price of my house has now gone up 15 grand. Fuck you. And she come back and offered like 13.5 or something. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take it. I don't want to be on the dole anymore or ever again. And if you were to buy one now in the same condition, it would cost 20 grand. On the plus side, technically this house when I bought it was derelict, condemned, whatever you want to call it. It didn't appear that way, but any house that's got a gas leak in it, a poisonous gas leak that gives you serious headaches after sleeping in it for one night, as far as I'm concerned, it's a condemned house, mate. Never mind the 1960s fucking heating and boiler system. And so I knocked them down 15 grand as well, and they agreed a 14 grand drop if I kept all the furniture in the house, which I did, or 13 if they did the house clearance. My point is the valuation of my house is totally unrealistic. I want to sell my house for less than beep. I'm not telling you how much my house is worth, mate. Money gets between people's friendships, I've noticed that. In fact, my friend was so jealous of me, he bought a house that looked like mine. He bought a black cat and he bought a tabby cat. Suspiciously what I had, and he also bought a BMW coupe. Yeah, anyway. But yeah, I never managed to get to keep one. The last one I had like engine problems. If you didn't start it for like 2-3 days and run the engine and drive it anywhere, there'd be oil on the plugs and you'd have to take them out and fucking wash them like with some sort of solvent, put them back in just to get the car to start. So but I sold that car for what I paid. Now we're using the hi-fi, so I have to be careful because it comes out louder than my voice than I think it does. So yeah, that's not too bad. So this is Black Hornet by High-Tech Software, possibly the only decent game they've done. It is £10 quality. There is a long play on my channel. Cheating long play, as I like to call him. Where's the fucking ashtray gone? So it's got rapid fire built in, so that's already better than most full price shoot 'em ups. It may have 4 colour graphics. You don't have any bombs like Zebius. You can shoot everything with your missiles. It's bloody brilliant. Looks a bit weird on the 64C because of all the chroma crosstalk. Yeah, I know I'm cheating, mate, but I play games to enjoy myself. I don't play it for the challenge anymore. I'm too old for that shit. Probably adjust the settings on the TV to alleviate the chroma crosstalk. Basically where the colours bleed into each other. So it does it on S-Video on the 1702 and the 1084 as well. So it's nothing to do with RF output. You still get the chroma crosstalk. Ooh, I think I need to The milking of the gums may have to happen before I go to bed. I don't know why people are amazed I have so many videos. I mean, at the end of the day, there's about 16 hours a day for me to kill, so I need to have me roll up a bit, so it is a multi-load. So has a fast load built in that most people have not fucking removed. So there is a 1581 crack, but it doesn't have any trainer options at all like most 1581 cracks. So that also works, but like I said, I don't play games to show people how to complete them. That's not what I've ever been about. I'm here to show you the graphics and sound on the game, and hopefully get across some of the gameplay. Yeah, I've got too much contrast going on, but I don't know if I can get to the buttons. Hang on a minute. Is that the right button? That is the right button. Ah, fucking hell, I can't see the buttons, innit? Now the button don't work. Come on. Ah, Jesus Christ, now it won't fucking work. It's the only button that's not on the remote I've got for it. There we go. Where's the fucking... No, I want the other one. There we go. And a bit of brightness. There we go, that's a bit better. I can't bother to up the colour. So yeah, if you're looking for something different, another shoot 'em up to try. So I've kind of resigned myself to the fact that I'm never going to have a 325 again. Never ever. Certainly not in the condition they were in when I used to drive them. I don't want a knackered one that just barely passes the MOT every year. What's the point? It's like buying a C64 with fucked modulator and fucked SID chip. What's the point? Trouble is, most of them are overpriced because they're nowhere near in the condition that they should be. Oh, that's it, you push up on the old ding-dongs, isn't it? Side thrusters. No, I don't want to exit that yet. Homing missiles. Can I not have any of these? Didn't it give me infinite money or something? I don't know if it's adding them at the moment. Oh, okay, maybe it is. Don't need fuel. Okay. So I got maximum already, so I guess we've got... So, like I always say, budget games, you can forgive them for having 4 colours. So, I mean, that's the only negative thing you can say about a game. Bearing in mind that Rob Hubbard fucked off in around 1987-88 and we never saw him again on the C64, except on that power hockey thing. That's terrible. And David Whittaker moved on to the ST and the Amiga. Well, you're a bit fucked really if they're all your favourite composers. And Martin Galway disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. So let's check out some different graphics. So because it's after dark and I can barely see fuck all, I'm going to be playing some more of the games I had. And possibly should only be playing the later games, but oh well. Well, there's nothing to shoot now. So it hasn't been cracked properly at all, really, because there's nothing to shoot at all. Unless there's some sort of end of level guardian we have to destroy and nothing else, which is a bit weird, but anyway. Let's see what happens after that. There is an end sequence and it might crash when you get there. The one on Game Base about 12 years ago, that one did crash sometimes on the end sequence, but it does have a proper end sequence as well. So all in all, it's not bad for £4 at all. You'd be very happy with this. So we in space now. Okay, so this hasn't been cracked properly. I've used the Commodore key to skip a level and it hasn't affected anything, so that's a shame. That's a shame. Here we go, end sequence. It's probably more than you get with Sanction or Delta when you complete it. Right, I'm going to play level 1 again and we'll see if the enemies have like disappeared, or if it's only like from level 4 or 3 onwards where there's no enemies. Although level 3 is like a huge massive battleship. I was watching Pearl Harbor. I only watched the middle section of that movie. I'll let you work out why. And on the projector, that's my other name. So we'll see if the enemies are still there. Okay, something weird going on with the crack from like level 4 onwards. Unless they're just two massive like guardians you've got to sort out. But yeah, for £4 you can't really complain. Now, going to be playing one of my favourite games now, and we're going to need the quick shot there. So for some reason I can see the keys a bit better than usual. However, I have fucked about with the settings on the TV. I hope they're still alright on this thing. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, it's joystick put one in it. Yeah. Okay, I don't know where I'll put them actually. They may be on the other SD card now. Yeah, I'll put Black Hornet on both. When I find out a game doesn't work, I'll go on this fucking mission to find one that does work with the SD to IC and then replace it in the original directory now, because I haven't been doing that. Now I must admit I haven't tested this copy, so it might not work. I did watch a video of the train and I did what's T rescue on Frac? What is that? Does that mean that's a trained option or the tape version? I don't think there's any difference. The cartridge version on the Atari has less levels. You get 99 levels on the disc version. I think it only goes up to 32, is it, on the cartridge. Atari 8-bit computers can only support cartridges of a certain size. I think it's 16K. And the Atari 5200, which is the same graphics and sound chips and CPU, that can support 32K cartridges. Neither of which is as much memory as your 800 XL from disk or tape. Do actually have Rescue on Fractalus, an original copy, but only on tape. But I do have it for the C64 and the Atari. And I think that's also the case with the Eidolon, although I'm not sure about that. Give me a break. I only saw that shit briefly 6 years ago when I had to pack everything away. Because that was her response, the bitch. Her response was, alright then, yeah, I'll throw him this much. And to his, counter offer. But I want him moved out within a week. I was like, yeah, fuck you then. I've been packing for 8 fucking months. Don't really remember this game, sad thing. It's not conjuring up any memories playing this. I think that's what pisses me off the most actually. Since all this COVID bullshit came out. Seems to have accelerated the loss of gaming memories. But loads of other stuff, but I only really noticed this stuff. Alright, we've got to up the speed a bit. There we go. So as long as the other copy must be like a trained copy. Like I said, the tape version is probably the same. It's a very easy game. Like Blue Max though, if you know the game inside out, you probably shouldn't be playing it on the easy levels. Pilot too far. Ah, come on, mate. You're still too far? It wasn't too far before. Alright, don't put the systems on that. Alright, and the key for the airlock is right next to the key for the system. Look, we're getting the raster sparkles again, and there. The knocking on the door does slow down, see? I nearly pressed S for systems there, but it is dark. It's a brilliant game. However, it is better on the Atari. I'm not dumb enough not to admit that. People assume I'm biased, but I'm not. Please excuse my digital watch. Some sort of alarm, maybe for medication. I don't know if you can pause the game actually. Let's land. If you land and turn the systems off, they can't track you. Which I believe is a trick that they used to do in Firefly, or is it Serenity, the movie? Can't remember, it's been a long time since I watched him. Yeah, maybe I'll play some more of the games I had with the old Quickshot Turbo. So maybe Iridium on this thing. I bought a Quickshot Turbo at least a year before Iridium came out, so you know, you can bet your arse that was a bit knackered. Because before I got Iridium, I obviously had things like Daley Thompson's Decathlon, Summer Games 2, didn't buy Winter Games. Okay, right. Nah, it's not really helping the memories. Like I said, that does piss me off lately actually. The fact that I've forgotten so much of this shit. Already done a special on this, so I'm not reviewing the game, I'm just playing the games basically. So I've got 3 more pilots we have to get. Oh, probably shouldn't have done that. I'm going at full speed to try and find them. It's all about timing things just right, mate. And I want want to see the ship, but you can't always see it. As important you see the ship. Yes, because there's 3 types of passenger you can collect. I'm not going to tell you what they are. Oh, I keep going to press S, and that was a thing. I used to play this on my mate's Atari, because he had the pre-release version. You don't have to put the systems on as such. You can just fire up the retros. This really is a crap joystick. Now the QuickShot 2 is basically the same joystick but with micro switches. I have got one of them somewhere. I believe that's the joystick of choice of Zeus Daz. So for some reason we're not really finding them. Maybe that's why the poker game is so stupidly difficult on the Wild Bunch. Maybe the random number generator in the 8580 is a bit shit. Who knows, mate? I won't put it past Commodore. That's the kind of shit they would do. Oh no. That used to happen a lot. Can't always see the ship. I mean, they'll all be regular pilots. Knuckle draggers, as they're called in BSG 2004. Let's line ourselves up a bit. No, I don't want to go that way. Do actually have not a lot of energy actually. Crap, I'm trying to find somewhere where I can bloody take off without losing energy. We have to get one. Oh right, actually B for boosters. Right, we have to get one more pilot to do the level, but if the mothership does approach and you've got hardly any energy, then well, it wasn't too bad, but it's better to do that rather than lose your life. Because it does top up your energy. So yeah, I used to love playing this on my mate's Atari, and then when it eventually got released by Activision, Atari Soft had first refusal on the Lucasfilm, the first 2 Lucasfilm games, because they put in I think $1 million in partnership with Lucas to start up Lucasfilm games. So, and the first game, although it was written on an Atari 800 by Lauren Carpenter, it was actually meant to come out for the Atari 5200. Well, it did eventually come out for the 5200, but I don't know if the cartridge came first before the disc release for the Atari. Now, I said it before and I'll say it again, the guy who converted this to the C64 from Lauren Carpenter's genius machine coding in just like 1.5 days or 2 nights, which however you want to he's the guy who wrote Seamus. Yeah, fucking useless cunt. And of course none of the crackers have actually gone back and optimised the code or done anything with this actually. So the mothership does always turn up when you've collected all the pilots. You have to. I mean, the colours are familiar. I mean, if you showed me a picture with different colours, I'd be like, yeah, no, that's not right, but I can tell you how I first played it and stuff like that. but I used to have like a, not a photographic memory, I used to have like a video memory. Maybe putting the sound up will help. That's why we got the hi-fi connected. Help the old memories along a bit. That could be too loud for them. Right. Okay, that'll do. We'll go to level 8. Level 8, level them. I mean, the filter effects sound more or less the same. They don't sound any different. I used to love this game actually, I used to play it a lot. This was the version that I would be able to play, and I never really bitched and moaned about it or anything. I did hope it would come out for the ST, but of course it didn't. So once you've got them in range, you can zoom up a bit and then do your landing at just the right time. Ah, crap. See, that's no good. That didn't really work out too well for me. Now, where's he gone? There's another one there, so there's 2. We've got to get 6. So as long as that bit is flashing, like there, they will actually be in range. So I remember all sorts of things about it, but I couldn't actually say, oh well, yeah, I remember playing this at 1 o'clock in the morning at Christmas time, stuff like that. But if you'd asked me like 6-7 years ago, I would be able to say stuff like that. Let's see where the other one is. Oh, he's here as well, see. So we can collect 2, so that's a stroke of luck. Unless it isn't a stroke of luck, and I'm not going to tell you anything about that. Tense moment, waiting to see what happens. Yeah, systems are off. So there are some keys you have to press, but you know, for this type of game, it's not a lot at all. I mean, it is a 3D flying shoot 'em up, collect 'em up game. It's a unique game, and I lost all respect for Lucasfilm games when they, you know, they didn't do it on They didn't do it on the old ST and Amiga. They started doing their shit point and click adventures I couldn't give a fuck about. So now we lost that one, so that would have been good. They can sort of okay. So I know how to play it, I know all the tactics and things. Nah, it's not close enough, isn't it? So it's not like I've forgotten how to play it or anything like that. Yeah, he's like downhill from us, so that's not usually a good position to be in if you're collecting pilots on the later levels. And that's why, mate. Goodbye, sir. See? Now, if you open the airlock by mistake, and remember the A key for the airlock is right next to the S key for the systems key. I'm sure they've done that on purpose. You know, they could have called it like F for force field, but yeah, if you do that and you let him in, then he kills you and end the game. I'm glad he turned up early, because when I was doing this on the Atari, on the emulator, it didn't happen for ages. Certainly it was like way past that level. So So you just have to be wary that, you know, you could be picking up an alien. Could be an alien ship because for some reason they look the same. See what I mean about tense moment? But it's quite easy to accidentally open the airlock when the alien is bashing on your windscreen. So it is nostalgic playing it, but I can't actually remember playing it really. Like I said, this was going to be part of the Christmas special. Oh, and we that's them, they'll lock onto you and you've got to be careful. So I'd rather see the pilot, but best not to have your fingers on any key really. So let's just see if you put the systems on, you can actually steer and try and find somewhere where you're not gonna go with that. Now if you don't come across any of them, any of your pilots, then you know, you would be better off going faster. Ooh, I totally missed that one. Ooh, come on mate. That's the thing with this, because the altitude just drops. Oh, there we go. He's over here, that one. So I've got another one there. Yeah, I don't really need the mothership. There we go. So if they are alien, I do believe they have green instead of white on the helmet there. If you put the systems on before he's closed the door, that would also kill him. So, just so you know. No, he's over there, so you can actually see him. It's a brilliant game. I will try and get like really close to them, so when they did walk towards the the screen. Is that a green helmet? So yeah, see, this is going to be alien now. Get ready. Doesn't mention that anywhere in the manual, and reviewers were told not to mention it either actually. So it was actually a big thing. So yeah, you might like all them shitty point and click adventures that Lucasfilm Games did, but I think they're shit. I could have written them in fucking Blitz Basic, mate. So bollocks. And they all have that crap PC fucking ad-lib sound sort of soundtrack, or well, instead of the Roland one, which is still shit compared to real Amiga music like Shadow of the Beast. Hopefully we can still get to him. Yeah, we can see him, so on the later levels you just get loads and loads of aliens. Right, okay, that should be an okay. Right, the mothership isn't here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I play it for hours and hours and drink half a bottle of whiskey, I don't know. I did have memories of this game, not so much with the Eidolon, but with this definitely. It's one of those games. You know, like I said, I would have loved to have got one of those cheap Atari 800 XLs. I think they were eventually reduced to like 100 quid, and I could have got, you know, Restaurant Fractalus on cartridge, like at a reduced price of about 20 quid, but I just didn't have that sort of spare cash, mate. I only got ColecoVision because they were saying stupid like 40 quid in 1985 in the sales. Yeah, we're gonna have to make another roll up. Yeah, that didn't work too well, did it? Oof. Right, okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there is something. That is a thing. Maybe if there's certain things that are changed higher up in the memory map, it takes a bit longer to, you know, for all the electricity to dissipate. Or maybe Old Faithful is just fucked and you can get away with just quickly switching it on and off. Off and on. You know what I mean. So, late night gaming. So I did put the Eidolon on there, but one, I'm actually not sure how to play it, so I'll have to read the Zap review. Now, ultimately, I hope to be able to go and read a review of a game that I'm thinking of playing from a real Zap 64 magazine, and then load the game from tape, and then play it with the correct joystick that I had in that year. But I think it's too late. I think the memories have actually gone now, so like I said, that really fucking annoys me now. And you know, you'll see how fucking annoyed I am if I actually set that video to public. My response to the we've beaten the pandemic. So I played Blue Max a few times. Actually, I think there was something. Right, which SD card we got in there? Right, okay. So I got compilations in here. So, you know, I had Konami Coin Up here, so I had all this lot. I can't remember what's in this one. Oh, Green Beret. Green Beret was a summer game. That's what I remember about it. But I bought Green Beret full price, so I must have got this after I got Green Beret. Konami Coin Up hits, that is. Hypersports was really highly rated in computer and video games for the C64. And so was Summer Games too. But oddly, the heptathlete, I can't remember her name, who did give comment on the games. She did own a Commodore 64, and she was an Olympic athlete as well. Don't think they would have said gold medalist if she'd won any. But she said she liked Hypersports. The graphics are very similar to the arcade. She said she preferred Summer Games 2 to Summer Games 1 because it had more of the things that she had to do in the Olympics. But she then went on to say, and that Summer Games 2 was brilliant, but then she went on to say Winter Games was her favourite. I don't like Winter Games. There's too many events on there that are just shit, like the ice skating and all that crap. and even the ski jump and all this crap. I'd rather play that Vic 20 typing from CVG, you know, the downhill ski racing game you used to get in basic, than you know, play the ski jump thing or the bobsleigh on you know, winter game. It just doesn't do it for me, especially the bobsled. It's like the graphics are all over the shop on that shit. Oh yeah, I downloaded Spy Hunter 2. Good thing I stuck it in here then. I don't know the history of Spy Hunter 2. It's not an official release. Someone has made it. I don't know if it's shoot 'em up construction kit or not. I just downloaded it out of curiosity. But I will play Spy Hunter. Now, again, I get a feeling that it was sunny when I was playing the games on the Arcade Hall of Fame. Now, things like Bubble Bobble, Gauntlet, these were winter games. These were Christmas games. I think Commodore as well, but Who Dares Wins was another one. I got those all around sometime in November or December, because I was playing them over like the Christmas period. I remember that. I think I'm going to play Who Dares Wins 2 after this actually. With the older Quickshot Turbo. How many hours we got? Actually, I cut the video there and